Hola amigos, aquí la doctora B en Radio Metroplex Facturando Tu Historia. En Arlington, Texas, la capital de deportes, entretenimiento y eventos. Y también de rock and roll. Así que muchas gracias amigos por conectarse con nosotros. También I really want to thank everybody who's joining us in the English community. I am so happy to be here. We're sorry we're a little late. We always run into something in life. Once in a while, we run into little chaos here and there. So I am Dr. B on Radio Metroplex, which is the Power Talk show, where we talk and share stories to inspire, motivate, and give people confidence so that they can tap into their courage and do whatever they want. So I have amazing guests. I have some here in the live studio, and I have some coming on live. And as you know, my show is always Spanglish. So if you want to learn Spanish, stick here and you're going to learn some Spanish. Si quieren aprender inglés, aquí se pueden conectar conmigo porque tengo dos personas que van a hablar en inglés y aquí vamos a hablar en español. Así que gracias. Vamos a compartir el video, así que un momentito a mis todos. Sí, okay. Ok, so aquí está, solo voy a compartir en mi página, van a mi página y ya lo comparten ahí. So, un momento. Ok. Ahí está. Ok, so. Aquí tenemos a tres personas que están conmigo. Tenemos a Jessica.
Gracias por la invitación.
Y tenemos a Cristina.
Gracias por la invitación. Buenas tardes a todos.
Y Yabri. ¿Lo dije bien?
Sí, correcto.
Ok, a Yabri. So, aquí tenemos a estas emprendedoras que vamos a platicar un poquito de lo que están haciendo y un poquito de la historia de cómo empezaron, porque ellas van a hablar de la ciudad, maderas, terrenos premium, ¿ok? Y para todos ustedes que siempre están pensando que más bien se vinieron a los Estados Unidos a trabajar, a luchar, a ganar dinero, pero a la misma vez dicen, yo voy a hacer eso porque quiero crear algo grande en México, quiero mi casa, quiero fundar terrenos, tener algo para mi familia en México. Esta es tu oportunidad porque aquí tenemos a estas maravillosas mujeres que les van a compartir en cómo empezaste primero en esto y luego cómo es que la gente puede comprar terrenos allá en México y dónde.
Okay. Claro que sí, por supuesto. Me encantó la introducción que nos dio Angie. Muchísimas gracias, Angie. Efectivamente, justamente estamos aquí el día de hoy para hablarles de una forma segura en la que ustedes pueden adquirir un patrimonio en México con una empresa totalmente respaldada, consolidada y legalmente constituida en México. Que sepan que estamos aquí, ahora sí somos de alguna manera la imagen de la empresa y que venimos a mostrarles la forma en que pueden hacerse de un patrimonio con una mínima inversión. Ahora sí que puedan ser dueños de un pedacito de México. ¿Cómo es que llegué yo a la empresa y cómo es que estamos ahora el día de hoy aquí con ustedes trayéndoles información valiosa? Yo llegué como clienta. Yo llegué como clienta a la empresa buscando invertir en un terreno, obviamente. Me encantó la empresa, me gustó mucho el concepto, me enamoré de los proyectos porque de verdad son muy bonitos. Yo soy de San Luis Potosí, entonces los desarrollos en San Luis Potosí pues estamos en dos ubicaciones, una es dentro de zona industrial y la otra sobre carretera Río Verde, y en la que yo invertí pues fue justamente en la que está en zona industrial. Y estamos, los que son potosinos y que nos están viendo el día de hoy, pues obviamente sabrán, en San Luis hay un lugar que es la Sierra de San Miguelito. Como tal, no la estamos invadiendo, pero estamos a pie, a faldas de la Sierra de San Miguelito, entonces tenemos una vista espectacular. Y yo me enamoré del desarrollo cuando lo vi. Entonces, tanto me gustó el producto y sobre todo que por medio de este producto podemos llegar a cambiarle la vida a muchas familias, que sepan cómo pueden, a veces pensamos erróneamente que los bienes raíces son únicamente para los millonarios, que eso no es para nosotros, ¿verdad? Entonces, lo que queremos es tirar esta falsa imagen que tenemos de los bienes raíces y que vean que con nosotros es posible que ustedes puedan hacerse de un patrimonio en las ciudades con mayor impacto y plusvalía en México, como son Mérida, Cancún, San Miguel de Allende, San Luis Potosí, Querétaro y León.
Wow.
Y la primicia, les traigo una primicia el día de hoy, justamente aquí agradeciendo a Angie por la oportunidad. Entonces quisimos aprovechar este espacio para traerles esta primicia. Estamos por aperturar un nuevo desarrollo en San Miguel de Allende, otro en Aguascalientes, y para los regios, que hay muchos regios aquí. Para los regios, pronto van a tener noticias de un desarrollo en Monterrey, aprovechando que llegó Tesla.
¡Wow! Monterrey, para todos los norteños.
Así es.
Wow, pues felicidades, y les estamos aquí introduciendo a estas mujeres para que se conecten con ellas, porque si han querido comprar un terreno en México, en varios lugares, hay muchas oportunidades, así que esta es tu oportunidad para que te conectes con ellas. Ahora, si tienen preguntas, pueden llamar ahorita al 817-523-1188. Ahorita pueden llamar al 817-523-1188 y vamos a tomar tus preguntas, o simplemente puedes poner tus preguntas aquí en el chat y vamos a contestar las preguntas que tú tengas, porque regresamos aunque sea un replay y aquí te contestamos las preguntas que tengas. Ahora me voy a ir un poquito con Cristina. Cristina Jenkins, welcome to the show, Cristina.
Thank you. I'm so
How
happy.
are you?
I'm fantastic. Thanks.
It's such a pleasure having you here. And I really want to introduce you to my audience here. Cristina is a seeker, learner, creator, and teacher who is passionate about helping people uncover their essence, brand, and live in love for self and humanity. Now, Cristina is also I'm a publisher, and I'm publishing a book called The Art of Saving Time and Money. She is in a collaborative book with Jean Marie, and Jonathan Clark. So congratulations for saying yes, Cristina, and being part of this amazing book, because we're going to be able to impact and really make a difference worldwide.
Indeed. It's such an honor.
Yes. Now, I'm going to see you in Hawaii, right? You're going to Hawaii?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and I'm excited.
I will see you in Hawaii very soon. So tell us a little bit more about that branding and creating that identity of a business. Like, people struggle with creating that part of their business. I mean, first, tell us a little bit about your story, because I'm a storyteller and I love to tell people how you found this part of you through chaos and struggle, because I don't want people to walk away and see us successful. I want them to know that we all go through some types of struggle. In fact, my producer here had a flat tire and so did I yesterday. I had a flat tire and she was saying she had a flat tire. So chaos happens all the time, but it's how do we deal with it, and then how do we walk away with those golden nuggets?
Yeah, so I think that's really what makes the story, right? The stereotypical hero's journey. And so I have been an entrepreneur since I was 5 years old. That's a story I'll tell in Hawaii, with moderate success here and there. But I've been up and down in the rags to riches in entrepreneurship, in multiple industries, and so. Sorry about that. I just need to turn off my notifications. So there was a time when I was just in really deep depression because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know that at the time. But that was the problem. I kept trying to please my parents and my friends and this, and I just was so spread out. And at the end of the day, you can't please everyone. But I didn't know how to please myself, because we don't get taught that stuff. We don't get taught, nor do we get taught to advocate for ourselves. And so it was from this space that I started to put together some things. And I realized that what I did for others is what I wanted people to do for me. It's the love languages thing, right? Like you're going to show people you love them in the way that you like to receive love. But I didn't know what that is because it's a soft skill. And so just through different entrepreneurial journeys, including rock bottom in 2008. Usually that's all I have to say is 2008. And everybody, there's so much collective trauma built into that number, that year. And we lost everything. We had 4 young children, and we'd just gone from what was for us the top. And when I say us, at the time I was building a business with my husband, including a nonprofit that was focused on renewing the earth, alternative energies and things like that. So hit rock bottom, and I went back into the workforce. I started teaching school. I'm a musician. So I went back and I started doing that. And within a couple of years, I was able to take this music program from like a -2 to like national recognition. And everybody wanted to know what I was doing. And I didn't really know. I just knew that I was relating with the kids and helping the kids feel safe in this creative space. And when I say kids, it was kids 11 to 18. And so I started to pick that apart and see how it was showing up, because I was still doing some entrepreneurial coaching, when I wasn't teaching school, and seeing how I was applying it in these different ways. So I hired a coach, because that's what we do, and we can't figure out, we can't see the back of our own head. I needed somebody to see what I was doing and help me lay that out. And why I'm so passionate about essence branding is because I'm one of those people who have spent tens of thousands of dollars on coaching that gives you a cookie cutter brand or a cookie cutter business. And it just didn't work for me. It didn't feed my soul. And I wasn't engaged in my business. And if we're going to be entrepreneurs, we better be engaged in our business. It's got to be a soul calling, right? And so I figured some stuff out. And what I ended up doing was building a program that wasn't your normal personal development program. And it certainly wasn't here's your color scheme and here's your logo. Let's get you out there and, do these mythical 10K months that are real for some people. But when that became our low bar, 10K months became the low bar. Like, I'm sure you've seen it. It became depressing to many coaches because there was this expectation, this 10K where it had to be. And that's just not true. It's awesome when it is, but it takes some time. So for a lot of people, so I got into what is your essence? And I believe that our essence is something that is in us and we uncover it. And we live so fully in our essence that it becomes our personal brand. Because if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're an entrepreneur, if you are in the workforce, no matter what you're doing, you have a personal brand. I'm looking at you 4 lovely people right there, and I'm looking and I'm seeing your personal brand. How are you embodying that? Because your brand is what people remember about you.
Yeah.
So that's really kind of my story, and just I've evolved. If you saw my profile picture, I had this really blunt, short pixie cut with blue roots, and that was the embodiment of my brand for a long, long time. And I've been going through a personal, as I've uncovered more of my essence, because it is a lifelong process, gone through a little bit of a rebrand myself that I'm still fitting into. But I'm so grateful because I know who I am, because I've done my own work. And so as it becomes embodied in a different way, it's been an adventure instead of a crisis.
I love it. I love it. So here's a question for all of you that are watching and listening. Like, who are you? Who is your business? Like, how do you identify with your business? How you give it birth? And that's what Christina is talking about here today. And she helps identify your brand. So if you are interested in expanding and really discovering the essence of who you are, and then tie it in with your business, Christina is your person to connect with so that she can help you really dive deep and discover who you truly are. Christina, now I'm going to go ahead and interpret a little bit to the ladies here so that they can chime in and even if we're
Absolutely.
speaking Spanglish here, pero ella está hablando de que ella empezó a identificar la esencia de quién es ella, de su negocio, y entonces ella empezó a descubrir y todavía está descubriendo quién es y dándole ese branding a su negocio, y ella le está ayudando a otras personas a hacer lo mismo, ¿verdad? Entonces ese yo creo que muchos de nosotros tenemos ese problema, ¿verdad? ¿Quién soy? Y luego cómo identificamos hasta el nombre, le damos un nombre a nuestro negocio. You know, we always give that name and we birth our business with names because they tie into who we are, right, Christina? What can you talk about, like even coming up with that juicy name?
The name, like all the things that we think of as branding, the name of your business, the symbol of your business, the colors, how you're going to show up in the online spaces, even how you're going to carry yourself as, you know, within that brand. These are all assets that reflect who you are inside. So giving birth, I call them children of the mind, because as women, we are always mothers, whether it's through biological children, and oftentimes, especially at this point in our lives, we have children of the mind and we want to nurture them and name them. And I'm thinking the Spanish word, criarles.
Oops, we kind of lost your sound for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We want to nurture and grow our children so that they become just like our children, our biological children, so that our business can shine to the world and we're not actively involved in every single little thing. That's what happens when we raise a child. That's what happens when we raise a business. So it really is this children of the mind and this nurturing of our business, our creation.
And where are you located?
I'm in Boise, Idaho.
Oh, okay. Okay, beautiful. So how is it that you connect with people and help them? I mean, is it online? Do you have events? What offerings do you have to help people and support them?
Sure. So I do an online program and I have international clientele in that program. It's a 12-week program. And that is like, that's the big part. That's the part where you're going to be 12 weeks soul excavating, right? And leading up to that and singular things, I do astrology and toe readings, both for you personally, and then I do astrology for business, which I love doing because that really gives us a base point to start looking from. So instead of having this huge thing, we're like, okay, here's the chart, and now we can pick apart pieces so it becomes a process. I do events. My signature retreat is called the Dark Moon Goddess Retreat. It's for women who are past the age of bearing children. That's the Dark Moon Goddess phase of our life. And we go in and we start to, because we do go through a rebrand when we are no longer, you know, young women anymore. And some of that is because of cultural expectation around that. And so I want to really, across the board, in fact, I've really gotten passionate about helping women over the age of 45 learn who they are again and uncover their essence through that. So retreats. And then, of course, I do podcasts and show up to other people's retreats and events to speak and to facilitate.
I love it. What have you already decided what chapter you're going to write and the name for the chapter in the art of saving time and money?
Yes. Well, I haven't decided on the name yet, but it is definitely going to be something, and I've started writing it, and it is around embodying your essence brand. So it's beyond just having a brand. It's the embodiment of it in everything that we do. It's really about that embodiment, and it will save people time and money, because if you know who you are, you're not, you know, floating around trying to figure it out and doing all these things. You can narrow it in. This is my skill set. This is my gift. This is what I do. And it will save you thousands and thousands of dollars and hours and years of time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it. You know, I love using astrology, numerology, and I'm always looking at numbers and trying to figure things out. In fact, I even think, do we have like a retrograde or something? Because technology has not been our friend.
That was what I was thinking when you messaged me about the flat tire. Then you guys talking about, I'm like, well, we're in Mercury and Venus retrograde in a lot of.
Oh, there you go. You see?
Yeah.
Great. So these ladies right here, they're offering for our English community, speaking community, they are offering, like, they are selling land in Mexico. ¿En dónde?
Mérida,
Mérida,
Cancún,
Cancún,
San Luis Potosí,
San Miguel de Allende,
y
Querétaro.
León.
en León. ¿Y dónde más van a estar abriendo?
Próximamente estaremos aperturando Monterrey, otro desarrollo en San Miguel de Allende y Aguascalientes.
So if you're looking to buy land, like, these are your ladies. And in fact,
Information.
yes, like, yeah, I'm going to give you information for them because it's really interesting. Like, you don't have to go to a bank and see if you qualify. They have their own loan opportunities within the company, and you just have to apply and meet their qualifications. But it's going to be a lot easier, I think, than with a bank. So if you're looking to buy land, you can buy it. And then I think in December, ¿qué van a tener en diciembre?
Es una experiencia, bueno, es invitar a la gente que conozca nuestro desarrollo de Mérida.
Okay, so for people that want to learn more about the land in Mérida, they're going to have an event over there so that you can actually see the property and stuff. So if those of you that are interested in buying land in Mexico, this is a great opportunity that you can connect with these women so that you can buy land. You know, I've always thought of buying like something like in Italy or somewhere over there, but I'm Latina Mexicana, so I might as well buy land over here, right?
Yeah, well, please share my contact info because I'm very always interested in seeing different opportunities, and I do actually really like Mexico. So
Ya ves, quiere que le compartan la información con ella. Sí.
Sure,
So,
thank you.
Yes, that's wonderful. So, you know, for those of you that are listening, like even these ladies, they identify their passion, ¿verdad? Ustedes, ¿cómo fue que te enamoraste de lo que estás haciendo?
Bueno,
Bueno, mira, cuando yo empecé a ver este proyecto, obviamente no había tenido tanta oportunidad de hacer search. Yo por medio de la website empecé a buscar porque obviamente ahorita aquí en Texas está siendo muy difícil retomar el rango de comprar una casa y me subiera el interés. Entonces ya tenía 2, 3 años tratando de buscar una casa. Entonces dije, ¿por qué voy a estar perdiendo el tiempo? Entonces necesito empezar a buscar algo donde yo pueda hacer sin tanto papeleo y sin tanta cosa, porque de verdad que he estado batallando demasiado tiempo. Fueron 3 años que sí tenía que subir un poquito más el score. Perdí ya una casa y todo. Entonces dije, bueno, yo soy originaria de Monterrey y obviamente tuve la oportunidad de ir a las oficinas de Ciudad Madera y obviamente ver otras cosas que sí es cierto, ¿verdad? Que sí existe la compañía y todo eso. Entonces me dio la satisfacción de ver y empezar a poner un poquito de arena. Y yo conocí a Cristina buscando yo la información y Cristina me contactó de esa manera. Entonces me interesó hasta entrar al negocio. Y ahorita es lo que estamos haciendo, capacitándonos y haciéndonos para poder obviamente ya ver físicamente los terrenos. Tenemos un viaje programado para el día 8 y 9 de septiembre en Mérida, Yucatán, que es una oportunidad de expansión para conocer las tierras de allá.
Yeah. You know, she's saying, Christina, that a lot of times, you know, it happened to her and a lot of people have a difficult time, like working on their credit, improving their credit in order to buy land and to buy a house, and they're having such a difficult time. But this has given her an opportunity to buy land and having like easy credit, an opportunity to actually establish one of her dreams and achieve it without having to work with her credit score. So
nice.
It's a really good opportunity for a lot of people. Okay.
Brian Tejada.
Okay, we want to say hi, saludos a Brian Tejada, el chofer de Uber que manejó rápido para traer a Ángel al show. We're saying thank you to Brian Tejada because he drove Ángel here really fast because he had a flat tire. So we're thanking him for bringing him here quickly. Thank you, Brian. So tell us, Christina, We want people to connect with you. How can people connect with you and find you?
So if you go to Embody Your Essence Brand, that's my website. And I'm also Christina Courtwright Jenkins. You can see my name there. I'm very active on Facebook, and those are the easiest ways to connect with me. And from there, everything else, you can find everything else.
Beautiful. Do you have an offer, something you want to offer people so that they can connect with you?
Yes. In fact, I would love to offer a discount astrology reading, natal reading, or business reading to anybody who comes to me from your show. They're normally $111, and I'll do it for $88.
Okay. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Now we have Diamantina. We want to say hi to Diamantina. And for those of you that want to take advantage,
Jacqueline,
we have Jacqueline here.
Felix Garcia,
Felix
Sandra
Garcia.
Paola Toro Agundis, Fausto Peláez, Marco Antonio, Cristina Garcia, Yolanda Rivera, and Heidi Valdez.
Okay, so we want to say hi to all of you who are saying hi to us and connect with us. If you want an astrology reading from Cristina, you say you're offering it for free or there's a cost?
So it's normally $111, and so it's a nice discount. It's $88.
Okay, so there you go. If you want to connect with her, connect with her. She's going to give you a discount. And I truly like astrology because I think everything's numbers. Like we were born, there's a time that we were born, there's a day that we were born, there's an address that we have, there's social security. Like we identify with numbers, right, Christina? Like,
And our phone numbers.
our
I mean,
phone
how many of us
numbers.
have an identity with our phone numbers, right? We've had them for years.
Absolutely, yes. And in fact, I got a Google number. My number is 817-523-1188 for those of you that want to connect with me and either want to come on the show, or if you're interested in publishing your book or telling your story, then you need to connect with me. Or if you have any questions for these ladies, call now and we will connect with you and be able to guide you. But Cristina, when I got this number, I added it up and it added up to a 44 and it gave me the 8. And I was like, that's my number.
Well, 44.8, but then you look at those fours individually, that's about bringing like the ethers into matter. That's what you're doing. I see that with your show. It's just like all the ideas, the stories, bringing it down into this earthly plane. Beautiful number for you. And I like that it's got the 11s and the 88 at the end of it as well.
Yes, and because I love the 11s and the 88, and I was like, I have to have a 5. Don't ask me why. I think it's the media. It's spontaneous. I'm always very spontaneous, adventurous, and I'm thinking, okay, the 5 gives me that energy.
Mhm.
And so anyways, I really selected the numbers very carefully. And I love what you're saying because I do feel that I want to bring everything and consolidate it and help people really feel grounded in who they are and being able to inspire them, motivate them, and giving them the confidence that they can do anything. And it doesn't matter how hard things get. Like, Christina, we need to tell people, like, what message do you want to give them to inspire them?
So I like where you were going with you really can do anything. And yes, sometimes it's hard. There's resistance. Just having your show get started today, like there was resistance, but I am so grateful to be here with you. And my biggest message is know who you are, love who you are. And from that space, you can then love others. And I just imagine a world where we all feel good and confident and loving towards ourselves, because then that's going to ripple out and we're kind to each other. We don't have the problems and the challenges between human beings that we are currently experiencing. So love yourself, love others. That really is my ultimate message. And I hope it's not too cliche, but that's what I believe in. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning. And that's what I want people to know.
I love that because, I love quotes. And I quote and I read so much. I'm a publisher, so I read a lot. But St. Augustine has a verse and he says, love and do as you please. San Agustín dice, ama y haz lo que quieras. And I really love that verse because when you truly love and you're passionate about what you're doing, like you're going to do it. And it doesn't matter how hard it gets, you're still going to do it. And it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
Yeah.
You can really let your light shine out in the world, and we can't have too much light.
Yes, absolutely. So, Christine, I really want to thank you for being on the show. And whenever you're here, like I want to bring you to the studio. I do have my global authors icon that's going to be in March. I have the red carpet experience. We take pictures, we have dinner, we have award ceremonies, we have so much fun. And I hope to see you there here in the Dallas, Texas area.
100%.
And then, of course, I'm going to see you in Hawaii. So
yes, I'm looking forward and just honored to know you, and really inspired by the mission of your guests there with selling the land parcels in Mexico.
Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Ooh.
And thank you for being patient. And of course, I'm going to connect with you for that astrology reading. So,
Fantastic. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Sí, San Agustín dice, ama y haz lo que quieras. Y me gusta mucho ese verso porque cuando realmente tú amas lo que estás haciendo, por ejemplo, ese señor, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo fue que empezó a criar esto, verdad? Él vio una pasión, vio una necesidad.
Una necesidad,
¿verdad?
efectivamente.
¿Y qué era la necesidad? Que la gente andaba de aquí a allá, en las escuelas, a diferentes lugares, ¿verdad? Entonces él dijo, ¿qué tal si vendo terrenos y pongo todo? Que las escuelas cercas, trabajos cercas, todo en una comunidad. ¿Qué pueden decir de eso?
Sí, claro. Bueno, nuevamente retomando el tema aquí de los terrenos, efectivamente quiero que sepan que somos la desarrolladora más grande de México. Tenemos más de 38 años de experiencia en el sector inmobiliario. No somos una empresa improvisada, ¿verdad? Obviamente, después de 38 años de experiencia, pues seguramente sabemos algo, ¿no? De lo que estamos haciendo. ¿Cómo son nuestros desarrollos? Justamente como lo acaba de mencionar Angie. Nuestro eslogan de Ciudad Maderas, que así es como se llama nuestra empresa, esa es nuestra marca comercial. ¿Y por qué ese nombre? Porque somos creadores de ciudades. Todos nuestros desarrollos están equipados con área comercial para que son concepto totalmente residencial, con doble acceso de seguridad. Entonces esto de alguna manera pues les sirve a ustedes tienen asegurada su inversión y su patrimonio, ¿verdad? ¿Por qué? Porque también la plusvalía que manejamos es una plusvalía histórica de un 97% los 3 primeros años, es decir, ganan un 32.33% anual de plusvalía. Lo que nosotros manejamos también son preventas. La magia de comprar en una preventa es, en primer lugar, pues que adquieren las mejores ubicaciones. En segundo lugar, pues que también la plusvalía que adquieren es toda desde un inicio. Y en tercer lugar, pues bueno, es la propiedad que se adquiere a una tercera parte del valor actual que se encuentra en el mercado. Entonces, yo los invito de verdad que se den la oportunidad de que nos permitan acercarnos a ustedes para poderles brindar esta información, manden sus mensajes, déjenos su teléfono, aparte de estarlos invitando a que quieran un patrimonio con nosotros y que conozcan la información. También los estamos invitando a que la gente que quiera tener una colaboración con nosotros, ya sea de manera externa o directamente, pues también los estamos invitando a que se sumen a nuestro equipo, a que se sumen a nuestra familia, y realmente ese es el motivo por el que estamos aquí, chicos. Queremos invitarlos a que toda la gente pueda tener un pedacito de México dentro de su patrimonio. Es una excelente oportunidad, ya sea para iniciar o incrementar su patrimonio con una mínima inversión.
Así es. Sí. Y ahora hay mucha gente que se vienen para acá y están mandando su dinero dizque para empezar a ahorrar, ¿verdad? Y yo he sabido de casos donde están mandando el dinero a la familia y están dizque ahorrando y luego al final se dan cuenta que no hay nada en el banco.
Exactamente. Entonces, que no les pase eso, no tengan su dinero guardado abajo del colchón, no tengan su dinero en el banco, pónganlo a trabajar en un bien tangible como es la tierra, que es una de las mejores maneras de asegurar nuestros ahorros, ya que la tierra tiene la cualidad de ajustarse a la inflación.
Así es, claro. ¿Qué te
Y
gustaría decir?
bueno, a mí me encanta, continuar con esto de que no se pierdan la oportunidad porque obviamente tenemos aperturas en Cancún y Mérida, que son los lugares con más alto desarrollo ahorita. Entonces, no, acérquense, mándenos un mensaje, ahí va a quedar nuestra información donde puedan unirse a nuestro equipo.
¿Qué te gustaría decir?
Pues ya mis compañeros dijeron casi todo, ¿verdad? En invitarlos, claramente, que puedan tener un patrimonio o algo familiar el día que se quieran, ya sea como un retiro o una inversión. Y a los que les gusta la playa, yo diría que México, Cancún y Mérida son unos puntos muy, ¿cómo le digo? Especiales para que puedan obtenerlos y de una forma muy sin tanto requisito como acá nos piden tanto impedimentos a veces para obtener un terreno o como dijo ella, que el crédito. Entonces, ¿qué más darle la oportunidad a todas esas personas que tal vez no pueden estar en su país, pero tienen el dinero y la capacidad que puedan invertir algo en su propia tierra?
Y a lo mejor en un futuro volverse a irse a retirar.
Ya, cuando estén retirarse y estar allá, incluso hasta para sus hijos, un patrimonio, una inversión.
Sí,
Que hoy en día es lo que tenemos que hacer. A veces se gasta el dinero en cosas que no son.
Exacto.
Y no le vemos, ok, eso no se recupera. Una tierra, como dijo ella, una tierra
Nunca
siempre va a
pierdes.
tener valor.
Right.
Un carro, a veces gastamos un carro del año, pero el carro se devalúa.
Y
Después
se
el carro de
devalúa.
la agencia ya se
Sí.
Y la tierra no, al contrario, es algo que siempre va a tener más valor. ¿Y qué más pensándolo en un patrimonio familiar?
Así
Claro.
es.
Así que los invito que si quieren más información nos contacten o que nos den la oportunidad de presentarles la información y es una gran oportunidad.
Así es.
¿Tienen
Yeah.
alguna dirección de oficina donde pueden ir a la agencia o algo así?
Bueno, ahorita las oficinas están localizadas solamente en Houston. Aquí todavía están queriendo, y en otra parte es
Tenemos oficinas aquí en San Diego, California, y en Houston, y bueno, también aquí la primicia que se las vamos a dar, entramos con el pie derecho aquí a Estados Unidos, somos patrocinadores oficiales de los Padres de San Diego, en California, y en Houston, pues de los Astros de Houston. Aquí estamos abriendo mercado en Dallas. Próximamente esperemos, ¿verdad?, dar el resultado que nos están pidiendo para poder abrir nuestras oficinas aquí y, ¿por qué no?, también iniciar con los patrocinios de grupos poderosos aquí como Cowboys de Dallas, por mencionar algunos, ¿verdad?
Claro, yeah. Pero ahorita sí, físicamente no tenemos oficinas.
En Houston únicamente.
En Houston.
Yeah. So basically, we're saying, Christina, that when people buy land, it's not going to lose value. They're going to have, it's always the inflation. So later on, if they decide to sell the land and they don't want to keep it, then they're going to be able to have a really good investment in land where they can even build if they choose to. Or later on, if they want to retire, they can go retire in Mexico. Or, now we have even Airbnb.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So people can rent, build to rent opportunities in Airbnb. I mean, that's a big market, don't you think, Christina?
I think it's a great market. And that was one of my questions that I actually had is are these bare parcels of land that you then build on that are for sale?
So, lo que está preguntando es que si después, compras la tierra y si puedes construir
Sí.
Tan pronto, nosotros manejamos un concepto de preventa, compran ahorita y se les entregan en 3 años. También tenemos terrenos de entrega inmediata, pero si quisieran adquirir toda la plusvalía desde un inicio, definitivamente es la preventa. Tan pronto se les entregue su propiedad, ustedes pueden iniciar la construcción sin ningún problema.
She says that, they have like a pre-sale where with some of them, if you're going to have like in 3 years, you finish paying, then after you finish paying, you can start building on the land. Or if you're going to buy the land immediately and pay in full, then of course you can build immediately on the land.
Y también se hacen terrenos comerciales.
Sí, justamente eso es lo que iba a comentar. Nosotros venimos ofreciéndoles terrenos residenciales, terrenos comerciales, macrolotes y en este momento casas en Cancún. Aunque no es nuestro fuerte lo de las casas, en este momento tenemos un inventario reducido y muy exclusivo en Cancún de casas de 1 y de 2 plantas.
Okay, she's saying that they have not only property for like personal and for homes, but they also have commercial properties, and they have some homes in Cancun that they're also selling, but it's very exclusive homes. Yeah.
Thank you.
6:30.
Okay.
Continúa.
See. So, anyways, this is Dr. B, and we are on Radio Metroplex Facturando Tu Historia, which in English is Power Talk Radio Show. Every Friday at 5 p.m. Central, we connect here, and we tell stories. We tell stories so that we can inspire, we can motivate, and we can help people really step into the best version of who they are. And you see, every day you can become that best version of you. Because every day you have that next opportunity of being the best person that you can be. Cada día, yo le digo a la gente que pueden ser la mejor versión de ellas. Porque si no pudiste ayer, entonces hoy tienes esa oportunidad. Y en este show siempre estamos aquí para motivar, inspirar y darle a la gente confianza a que ellos logren sus metas, que logren lo que ellos quieran. Y hoy estamos hablando de propiedad, que si tú tienes esa meta de lograr propiedad y comprarla en México, entonces esta es tu oportunidad. Hay varios lugares donde lo puedes comprar, en Mérida, Cancún,
San Miguel de Allende,
Querétaro, León y San Luis Potosí, y próximamente
pronto,
otras plazas como
Así es.
Monterrey, Aguascalientes y otro nuevo desarrollo en San Miguel de Allende.
Así que ellas son las personas, ¿sí? If you want to really build your brand and your essence, then Christina is your person. You know, sometimes we're asking, who am I? What am I? What's my business? How do I create it? And we're always have all these questions in our mind because we don't have clarity. But we all need a mentor. All of us. I mean, I have mentors. I have my finance mentors. I have my mindset mentors. I have my dancing mentors that teach me how to dance. You know, we have mentors for everything. So Christina would be your mentor for branding. So if you need someone to help you discover that part of your essence of building your business, she does astrology. And that's her unique tool and unique way of helping you identify who you are and your purpose. Anything else that you would like to add, Christina?
Just using your essence is already in you. It just needs to be uncovered. That's it. And sometimes we need a little bit of help and guidance to get there. I did have a mentor tell me once, you just like you wouldn't cut the back of your own hair, you can't see because you can't see it. You need people to help you see your blind spot. So that's what a coach does.
And you know what? For those of you that are watching, I cut my hair not too long ago. I was trying to cut it, so I went like this, and I was like, oh my God, okay, it's straight, and I cut my hair, and then when I put it back, it was like, it was all lower the place. So yes, you need your hairstylist. You need a mentor for your branding. You need a mentor for dancing. You need a mentor, sometimes even guidance on how to buy a car. I mean, even me as a publisher, I hired Mark. Mark is Victor Hansen. Mark Victor Hansen. He wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul. He was my mentor in being able to come up with really juicy titles. So we find mentors for everything. And if you don't invest in you, in properties, in your business, because you're feeling, I don't have money. Well, let me tell you, you're either never going to have a property or you're never going to have money because you're always fearing of not having. But if you step into the abundance mindset of, you know what, I'm going to find the way to have a mentor. I'm going to find the way to have property. I'm going to find a way to, have an appointment with Christina so she can help you find and really dive into the essence and bringing it out. Like, there's ways to do it, guys. Like, you really have to just change the mindset. That's where it starts.
100%.
Cristina, a ver.
Bueno, pues sí, que aquí seguimos a sus órdenes. Los teléfonos los vamos a dejar aquí en los comentarios o ¿cuál es la mejor manera para dejar
Sí,
nuestro
puedes
contacto?
dejar tu número.
Sí, vamos a poner por ahí nuestro contacto. Nos va a dar mucho gusto poder atendernos a la persona que nos dé la oportunidad de que quiera conocer la información. Y recuerden que no solamente lo pueden ver como patrimonio, sino también como un vehículo financiero de inversión en el que con un mínimo capital pueden generar un excelente rendimiento en su inversión.
Hay dos preguntas.
Sí.
Hay dos preguntas. Una dice un señor de Forward que si él quiere comprar un rancho en Zacatecas, ustedes le pueden ayudar. Y otra señora, Lourdes, está preguntando que cómo puede ayudar para que su hija compre, aunque ella está aquí, pero que su hija compre allá. Si lo pueden contactar con ustedes.
Sí, exactamente. Bueno, muchas gracias por participar, por dejarnos sus preguntas y comentarios. Y bueno, miren, vamos a dejar nuestro teléfono y por a cada uno, como son casos muy particulares y cada quien tiene un interés diferente, entonces pues con mucho gusto los vamos a estar atendiendo. Si nos pueden dejar por ahí su contacto, ya sea teléfono, correo, para poderlos contactar, llamarles inmediatamente después de salir de aquí y poder atender sus inquietudes y brindarles la mejor orientación y asesoría.
¿A dónde pueden hablar?
214-317-8892.
Al 469-803-8639.
Son los dos teléfonos que tenemos, entonces en esos dos teléfonos los vamos a estar atendiendo con muchísimo gusto.
¿Y cómo se pueden comunicar con ustedes en social media?
Bueno, ahorita están trabajando aquí en Texas en la website de nosotros, pero tenemos ahorita el Instagram que es Jessica Vélez. Ahí pueden encontrar algunos de los artículos de Ciudad Maderas, pero realmente esa se va a cambiar para una página completamente del negocio de Ciudad Maderas.
Oh, okay.
Ahorita estamos todavía trabajando en la website.
Ya pronto vamos a tenerla lista para todos ustedes y que puedan ver el contenido.
Así es.
Okay. And then again, Christina, how can people reach you?
Facebook, Christina Courtwright Jenkins is my profile, and at embodyyourесsencebrand.com.
Beautiful. I was supposed to have a person join us, and her name was Trish Marie Pearson. But again, internet problems, right? Everybody has some type of problem. But what we want to tell you is that it doesn't matter how hard things get. It's like you just have to be persistent and keep going. But I do want to say happy birthday, Trish. I love you. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday, dear Trisha. Happy birthday to you. Yay, Trish. I love you, Trish. Let me tell you about Trisha. Here's the salsa for you. Ready? That's our salsa. No. Happy birthday for our Trish. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. ¿Bailamos?
Para esta bailar.
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Trish. Happy birthday to Trish. Woo! Love you, Trish. Yeah, let me tell you how I met Trish. I published her book, her journal. So you need to go and get her journal. Her journal is on Amazon, and we're going to put all the link and all the information. She couldn't be here. I love you, Trish. I'm so sorry you couldn't be here, but we published her journal at the beginning of the year. Trish, you're probably going to say, what are you talking about? But I've published several books that I can't remember the exact date, but you can go and get her journal, and it's the Shift the Narrative. And so I'm going to put the link, or if you could put it, Trish, because I know you're going to be watching. So put your link so that people can get your journal, connect with her. And she also has a 3 online video series helping you shift your narrative. Like if you believe in that you're not able to achieve something, she's going to help you shift that narrative, that belief system that is not helping you to get to where you want. And then we're going to bring her back. I know she's having technology issues, and And things happen, but Trish, I know you will be here soon. And hopefully you'll be here in the Global Authors Icon, which is going to be in March. Now, I want to take the time because I have a fashion show coming November 11th.
Wow.
Tenemos un fashion show para mujeres que tienen o que están sufriendo con cáncer, ¿ok? Pero las modelos que estamos buscando son modelos que ya son sobrevivientes y que les gustaría ser modelos en el show. Así que conéctense conmigo para...
Yo soy sobreviviente.
Oh, there you go. Aquí tenemos una modelo. So we're looking for models that if you are a survivor and you had some type of cancer and you would like to be on my fashion show, we will have it November 11th. We will also start with our toy drive for our children that have cancer, and we're going to be giving them the gifts in our event in December, and it's called Gifts of Gala for kids, ¿verdad? So I hope you guys can join us, and the way that we make money, then we try to give it back to people and contribute, right? Because we feel that it's a cycle of life, and as a survivor, I feel that it's time to give back. And if you want to be a sponsor, then we're looking for sponsors to really make this happen. And this is your time to contribute to the world, contribute to women that are going through some type of cancer. It's not easy. I went through it for 7 years. It was the most difficult time of my life. My whole life just tumbled in front of me. Divorce, bankruptcy, foreclosure, losing my life. I think I tell people I have cat lives and I have 2 more lives left because I almost died so many times. But here I am, and because I'm here, then I'm trying to do something bigger and beautiful. And my nonprofit is called Alive and Beautiful. So we're hoping if you want to be part of a committee, be part of supporting us, then connect with me. Again, my number is 817-523-1188, and we can connect. And it's time to make a difference because together we could make a difference.
That's right.
Así que muchas gracias a todos y vamos a bailar.
Gracias por habernos invitado.
10 minutos nos quedan.
10
Para que los
minutos.
aproveches. Ajá.
No,
Bueno,
¿sí?
Para responder, sí. Termina la
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, vamos a
5
bailar
minutes?
y sí. Yeah. So, okay, we're going to dance.
¿Nos podemos repetir dónde pueden contactarlas? Porque mucha gente...
ok.
Ya.
Sí, también podemos dejar un enlace
Sí.
aquí abajo
Ya
de los
lo-
comentarios
ya lo
porque
agregué.
ya, okay, ahora, porque aquí estoy viendo también varios mensajitos, no sé si lo dije correcto. 214-317-8892.
O al 469-803-8639 o al 214-663-5955.
Cualquiera
En
que
un-
quiera comprar propiedad, ¿no?
Sí, alguien que quiera comprar la propiedad o que
Ok,
quiera
o-
información acerca
ok.
de los terrenos.
O que también quiera unirse a nuestra fuerza de ventas, formar parte de nuestra familia, son bienvenidos.
Claro que sí.
Gente de acá o gente en México también están
Invitados.
Invitados. Super. And I am Dr. B. Every Friday, I am here on Radio Metroplex, Facturando Tu Historia, which is Power Talk Radio show. So if you have a story, if you have something that you want to share with the world, then this is the place to be with Dr. B, because we share stories, we inspire, motivate, and give courage to people to step into their greatness. So we are going to dance a little bit. Christina, are you ready to dance with us? We cannot not dance.
Ok, a bailar.
A bailar.
A bailar. Woo! ¿Cómo le hacemos? Okay.
Sorry.
Ready?
A sacar, ¿cómo se dice la?
Sí.
Mala energía.
¿Y para qué llorar?
¿Para qué? No me la sé mucho, pero ahí voy.
¿Y para qué?
Instagram.
Que vivir.
Estamos en vivo, facturando tu
Aquí
historia.
estamos. Dr. B en Facturando Tu Historia en Radio Metroplex. Así que todos los viernes conéctense con nosotros porque aquí es donde decimos tu historia para motivar y inspirar a la gente alrededor del mundo. Every Friday we are here at 5 p.m. Central on Radio Metroplex and Power Talk radio show. So let's dance. Dance with us.
Buenas tardes para todos.
Buenas tardes, gracias por la invitación.
Gracias, un placer.
Gracias a ustedes por estar aquí.
Una vueltecita. Y con este ritmo nos despedimos, saludando a todo el público de Instagram en Radio Metroplex.
Thank you, Christina. Hugs. Again, happy birthday to Trash. We love you.
Ya está.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Nos vamos.